for your homemade yogurt, you'll be needing 2 cups of powdered milk. You can use any powdered milk. You can use the low fat, you can use the full fat. I'm using the 3 Crown instant filled milk powder. You can use the Dano milk powder. You can use the peak milk powder. You can use even the skimmed milk powder. Just depends on the kind of yogurt you want to make. If you want a low fat yogurt, you can use those like even this has a low cholesterol level. So you can use any powdered milk you want. You can even use the Hollandia full cream milk to make your yogurt. So I'm using 2 cups of this powdered milk, and I have 4 cups of lukewarm water. The water should be warm, not hot, but warm enough that it will still be warm till you are done with the whole process, because you want the water to be very warm. So and then this is the 1 cup I use. So this is 4 cups of this, and this is 2 cups of this milk. So my active culture here is Habib yogurt. I'm using Habib yogurt because when I check the recipes, you find it has active culture. So when you need any yogurt that states that it has active culture in it. You can see the DVS culture. You can use, even they have artificial cultures, but I like to go natural, so I'm using yogurt to as my active culture. So you can use any yogurt that states there is DVS culture. I think even the Farm Pride, the Home Fresh, all those yogurts kind of have the active culture in them. So you can use the artificial culture, active culture, but I prefer to use yogurt because I want to go natural. So you must also ensure your active culture is at room temperature. If you kept it in the fridge, ensure you take it out of the fridge for hours before you want to make your yogurt. It has to be at room temperature. So you have to ensure it has active culture. I keep emphasizing on that, or else your yogurt will not come together. So I have my whisk here and my spatula. So you'll be needing a wooden spoon. If you don't have, please do not use metal. You can see where I'm going to mix my yogurt. It's a plastic rubber. You can use a glass bowl, but do not use metal. And you can see this is our local this thing for mixing our milk. If you have a wooden spoon, it's perfect. Just ensure it will mix well for you. So I have my warm water here. I'm going to be adding it into this bowl. You can add your milk first, you can add the water first, but anyone will go. If you want your yogurt more creamy and thick, you can add more powdered milk. You can add more powdered milk to the mixture. Please ensure you mix properly. Very smooth. If you are not satisfied, maybe you are not sure it's smooth, please use a sieve to sieve your mixture. You can see I'm using my spatula to mix it well. So just ensure you mix it. You don't want your yogurt to be lumpy. So if the weather is kind of cold, you can ensure by this time you have already, maybe if you are putting it in your cupboard, you have placed maybe a bowl of hot water to warm up the place, because you are not going to be moving this mixture once it's ready. Once you place it where it will ferment. So I'm mixing properly to ensure that there are no lumps, and I think I'm good to go. I have to check the size and everywhere. So now that I'm sure my mixture has properly mixed, I'm just trying to ensure it's still warm. If it's not warm at this stage, please warm it up by just placing this bowl like in hot water. I did not say you should cook the milk. Just allow it to get warm a little. It shouldn't be hot. Just lukewarm. It's enough. So I have a 1/4 cup here. I'm going to be taking about 2 cups of this from the yogurt. Sorry, from the milk. I'm already picturing my beautifully made yogurt, homemade yogurt. So I have my 1 tablespoon here. I'm going to be taking 4 tablespoons of this my active culture and adding it into this mixture, this milk mixture here. So I mix this properly. I don't want it to split. Just ensure it's properly mixed. So after mixing it properly, I'll be adding it to the main mixture. Please, at this stage, you want to ensure you mix properly. And here, you don't want to use a wooden spoon. the best thing is to use your, you don't want to use a metal spoon. In fact, don't use any other thing except this wooden spoon when you have started working with your active culture. So I'm just mixing this properly. Now that I'm sure my mixture has properly mixed, I'm going to be closing this tightly. What I need for this yogurt is heat. I'm going to place it in a very warm place where I know nobody will move it and I will not move it. I'm going to be keeping this for about 12 to 15 hours. If you want it more sour and maybe more thicker than it will be by then, you can leave it for a longer time. But for now, you should start with 12 to 15 hours to just watch the consistency and adjust later when you want to try it again. So I need the place I'm keeping it to be very warm. I would suggest if you have an oven, you close it in your oven. Don't turn on the oven. But if you know your oven is somewhere that people will cook and disturb the yogurt, please do not place it there. You want this to be resting. So I have my towel here. I'm going to be wrapping this in my towel because I want it to remain warm. So now I'm going to be placing this, because my oven is somewhere that I still use the cooker to cook. I won't be placing this in my oven. I'll be placing this in my microwave. I'll be placing this in my microwave because it's also warm. And I can also add a cup of hot water just to keep the microwave warm, because of the steam that will be coming out of my hot water. Just keeping it together, and then I will close it. I won't be coming back to check my yogurt until after about 12 to 15 hours because you don't want to be moving it. So we'll check back after 12 to 15 hours. So this is about 13 hours later after setting our yogurt in a warm place to ferment. So I'm just going to check on the consistency of my yogurt, and you can see how thick and creamy it is. This is after 13 hours. So this yogurt is ready to be consumed. So you can transform this to Greek yogurt. You can sweeten it with your sugar or honey. You can add flavors. You can enjoy it just the way you like.